Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Great vision. Carries far too far and out of play. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît, chers spectateurs. Nous vous rappelons de bien surveiller vos enfants pendant toute la durée du match.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to...
And the shot! It's a good run, that. Great timing.
OK, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Romero. Well played for Rijkaard. And it's Fletcher. Xavi Alonso. And here's Burak Yilmaz. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. Schneider. Now it's Donatoni. Can he get on the end of this? That's a fabulous ball. Schneider! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Annecy are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
He slings it in. Keeper's dealt with that. And here's Donatoni. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Not the most convincing of passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, super ball! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Van Nistelrooy. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Robertson picks it up now. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Chengdu Rongchen with the corner, there first. Not a lot we need to say about that. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Annecy, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And he's there to retrieve it. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Looking for the run. Donatoni. And it's Zanetti. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Tries to pass it through. And here's Donatoni. Silvestre. Donatoni. Plays it across. And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Annecy given another corner. Annecy have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! And it's a goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
But inscrit après 35 minutes de jeu par le numéro 18, Ibrahimovic.
Annecy have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tonali
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Annecy can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, well measured. And he's well positioned. Big chance! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Xavi Alonso. Annecy leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Donatoni. Robertson has it out wide and in space. Alonso! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Carvajal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Annecy come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Annecy just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
He's in plenty of space here. And he shoots! Frustratingly close. Aimed beyond the defence. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Rijkaard.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's Yilmaz!
Burak Yilmaz just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Oh, easy pickings there. Annecy are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get it through? Cannavaro cuts it out. Schneider. Oh, that is a good ball. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Ibrahimovic. Changement en cours.
Chengdu Chen can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Annecy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ibrahimovic, Chengdu Chen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
This is a promising build-up. Only partially clear. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Griezmann.
Oh, great feet, that.
He is through here. Hoisted in. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That shot, surely! And no mistake. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Après 77 minutes de jeu.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Annecy surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he get away here? No, he refuses to take the bait. Bojan Kurkic receives it in a good position here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now, can they get him away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Kukçu. Out towards the flank. And this is Neymar. Kukçu! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kukçu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Le numéro 8.
Desperate defending required here.
Le numéro 13.
Now it's Doué.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, this looks sharp. Kukçu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is that. Annecy can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Schneider.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
Tonali. Now it's Hazard. Caresses it through. There's the header! That's going to go a long way. Stood up well to him there. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
This looks promising. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and he's a chance! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Après 14 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Seedorf. Nesta. And he's forced to go back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And a header! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Conte. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain, he's almost never outsmarted. And it's Zanetti, looking for the run. Griezmann wants to run onto this. Tonali. Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a cute ball. Now, that's well seen too. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. McAllister. That's Rijkaard. Hazard. Now it's Tonali, looking to play him in. Cross to the back post. That's a decent clearance. Looking for options for movement. In again. Griezmann. And it's Ibrahimovic. Annecy are looking to break at pace. Schneider. That's an errant pass. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Zanetti. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Zanetti delivers. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Changement. Le numéro 14. À sa place, le numéro 22.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So one, but he leaps for it, and no mistake! And they're back in front! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hazard. Anagata making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Tonali. Crosses it in. Oh, great leap! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Duff is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps.
Oh, this looks sharp. Juve. He's looking wide. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Robertson. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
And Essie really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's tidy. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Flings in, it's Perez! Good strike, quite an alarm. Anagata with the corner, there first. Chen are looking to go forward now. David De Gea. It's a good foot in there. Schneider. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Robertson. Rijkaard. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he cuts out the supply.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Carvajal. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Schneider. There's the shot! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Le numéro 7.
Anagata are making a change now.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Chen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ibrahimovic. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Conte.
Anagata may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well read, nice interception. Schneider. Anagata still have the cards to affect this game. Can he get it through?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Après 70 minutes du jeu.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Zanetti. That's really well manoeuvred. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a shade optimistic. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. And the through ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is some save from De Gea.
And Messi clearly are pushing for the win here.
Shoots! It's hit the upright. Howson. Now it's Neymar, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Snyder. Neymar. Anagata desperately searching for the winner here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Distributed tidily. And the ball is out of play. Dani Olmo picks it up from the goal kick. Bojan. 5 minutes left on the clock. Seedorf. Seedorf! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Anagata found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
And it's Perez.
Temps additionnel.
Neymar.
3 minutes.
Doué. And the counter is on. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Changement. Le numéro 23. À sa place.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well,
Can he finish? Desperate defending required here. Neymar with the short one. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. Seedorf with the clearance. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was no route. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Seedorf picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Cruyff. That's a shade optimistic. No way through. And here's Ribéry. And the through ball. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Silvestre clears it away. Annecy are looking to go forward now. Pass is just off target. Well read, nice interception. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is...
Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can clear their lines. And they've got a throw. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. It's their second corner of the game. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Platini. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Knocks it into space. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nicely shaped ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Yamal. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Schneider. Seedorf gathers from the goal kick. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Yamal.
Barcelona definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And it's Ribery. Well, that looks a decent ball. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Pires. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Schneider. Piqué can clear it away. Vitinha. Zanetti makes the interception. Seedorf. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that is well cleared. And this is Ibrahimovic. Vitinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's been shipped out wide. Now it's Pires. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Michel Platini. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ribery. Schneider, looking for options for movement. Schneider. Yamal. Here's Vitinha. Cruyff. And the counter is on. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Vitinha. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Vitinha. And a chance! Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Piqué.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's intervened well there. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Threads one in. Vitinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Michel Platini. Referee's given a throw. Nesta. Griezmann. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ribery was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? Over to the right flank. And this is Griezmann. Well, they've got it again. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Changement.
So right back into the action. So neither side has yet broken through. Griezmann. Looking to play him in. An instinctive delivery. And he's cut it out. Seedorf. Conte. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nesta cuts out the pass. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Schneider. Griezmann. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Barcelona have their third corner. For it. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
So their fourth corner of the game. Oh, good effort. It's loose. And here's a shot. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Annecy present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for the lead. He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Annecy still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front player... It's Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Annecy get their fourth corner. Throwing. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Nice looking ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Griezmann. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away.
Messi really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Changement. Le numéro 7, Griezmann. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 21.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can...
He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Crosses it in here. Cleared away. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero, towering header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Changement. Le numéro 21. À sa place, le numéro 17. Attention, changement.
Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And a header! And he's quick to get rid. Now this could be a chance. Lovely bit of skill. Sylvestre does well to get it back. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
So, another set play. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Decent hit from there. Annecy have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. That's been cut out, well played. Annecy perhaps contemplating their next change here. And they're back on the ball again. Seedorf. That has been cut short. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Cruyff. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ribéry. Ribéry! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ribéry clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And the keeper beats it away. Flings it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Annecy have the chance to go the other way. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ribéry. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Perez. Perez. And he's taking no chances there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
So we have movement on both benches. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Perez. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Hullet. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Zanetti. And here's Zanetti. Well, that's a little loose. That's a good ball out wide. Perez in acres of space out wide. Good ball. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. Del Piero. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Always onto this. A header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Del Piero, and he was alert to it. Chance here to counter. Lahm makes a dash for it. Conte. Zanetti. Can he get it through? He's found space here. Ribery.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nesta calmly anticipates. Cruyff. Lahm. This is promising. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's that. Annecy were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It's Snyder! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, how well he caught that.
Le numéro 23.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Snyder.
Perez,
Snyder.
Conte. Now it's Snyder. He's picked his way through. Snyder. Oh, he's got a shot at goal! He's got a goal! Two, and we've barely begun here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zanetti. And this is Snyder. Has a look and place it forward. He's looking wide. Oh, delightful ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal. And he's quick to snatch it back. Zanetti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Turan. That's a sharp pass. Guti! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Snyder. Griezmann crosses. Stam tries to clear. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Guti. Oh, that's fabulous. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Yamal. It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, what? In he goes again! It's a goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's a shade optimistic.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Guti. Played out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. And there's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Guardiola clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Quality ball. Ribéry. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So much time. And a chance! Goal! They are are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Griezmann. Yamal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Anesi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Griezmann. Now it's Ibrahimovic. 15 minutes till half-time. And he plays one through. And this is Kante. Zanetti. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Yamal. Guti. And it's Lam. No outsmarting him this time. Seedorf. Great vision. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Anagata with the corner, there first. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Schneider. Silvestre. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Guti. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Perez. Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ribéry was only too happy to help out in defence. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Getting up there! Not the most convincing of passes. Nesta cuts out the pass. Some really good ball movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Perez. Schneider. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Always judged, surely! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's in a great position here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. This possibly the last play of the half. Perez gets it away. Oh, important interception. Conte. Now it's Schneider. Good ball, good take. And for the first half, that is that. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Changement en cours.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Tries to play it through. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Yamal. Guardiola. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Seedorf. Guardiola. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. He is through here. He was under real pressure there. Vieira finds himself offside. The pass has gone astray. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Perez. And he's picked out the run. And he's in on goal. Tries to get it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries a measured ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Can he get it through? Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Guardiola. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now here's the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball.
And Messi really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Griezmann. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He shifted it to the flank. And no, that was never going to make it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero. Vieira providing an outlet on that flank. Cannavaro with the clearance. Nicked it back promptly. Nicely aimed pass. Piqué spots it and intercepts. And this is Hullet. Picked out brilliantly. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for the far post. Hullet. Now it's Del Piero. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Yamal. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Seedorf. Seedorf. Zanetti. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti. And here's Griezmann. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti crosses. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good effort! And that is well cleared. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Seedorf. Ribéry wants to run onto this. Bojan. Searching pass he's played there. That is ended up in no man's land. No, that's been intercepted. Del Piero. Now, can they get him away?
Changement. Le numéro 23. À sa place, le numéro 11.
Thuram.
Neymar.
Annecy are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Annecy could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns.
Takes a shot! That's another chance! And no mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement for him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back.
Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Just eases him off the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Back where it came from. Played back. Seedorf. Spread it left. Now it's Del Piero. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking. Now that was quite some save.
Attention, changement.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Bullet! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
He's in plenty of space here. Pass somewhat off target.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps
Threads one in.
additionnel.
Oh, super ball! Deftly away. Looking for options for movement. Ribery crosses. Now it's Del Piero. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. 4 added minutes on the board. Well, that is one way to stop him. Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Knocks it into space. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Seedorf. And that's that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Well, and Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines. Out towards the flank. Cross to the back post. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Annecy are looking to go forward now. Guti. And he's had it nicked away. Cruyff. Guti. And a header! No, not the best of headers. Not the most convincing of passes. Schneider receives it in a wide position. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. That has been cut short. Guti. Knocks it into space. Guti, he'll try from distance! That was superb goalkeeping!
Guti clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself. Great defending, strong and determined. Silvestre. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Header! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played out wide. Great vision. And that is headed... A header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Schneider. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Lahm. Stam. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Del Piero. Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a delicate pass. Oh, important interception. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lahm, nicely weighted ball. And this is Ribery. Played into... He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Ribery. He's found a way through. And that's... Tries one from range! Drive! That is beyond words! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona leading now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zanetti conjures time and space where few can.
Messi really can't go chasing this game too.
And there's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Deftly away. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Anagata have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Griezmann, floated through. Conte. Zanetti. Lahm clears without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught napping. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Aimed beyond the defence. Now here's the delivery. It is a corner. Griezmann! Harmlessly behind. Pull it. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Annecy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And here's Hullet. Good chance here! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Conte. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Half-time getting close now. Taken back almost at once. And this is Ibrahimovic. Guti. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tiny finish. Once more they've done it! They They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Anagata dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Stam, and it's Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. And here's Del Piero. There's the towering header. It's bounced back off the post. A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ribéry gets into a good position. Cruyff. This ended up in no man's land. He's had it taken off him. And that brings the first half to a close. Anagata are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Back on the way then. Delivers with whip. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Guti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could be danger here. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's being urged to shoot. Lahm showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Check. And it's Lahm. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Driving forward. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. A quick look, thought about cutting. Oh, good effort! Oh, off the bar! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Lamine Yamal clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Look looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's made its way to him. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he's straight offside. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Guardiola threads one in. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Griezmann. Conte. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Sneijder. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Del Piero. Oh, good climb! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Annecy present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Schmeichel clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Cruyff. Takes aim and crosses.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And he can clear it away. Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Seedorf, that's destined for the flank. And he's managed to gift it back. Conte. Zanetti. Looking to play him in. Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? And he's quick to return it. And it's been hooked away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Delivered across. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a shade optimistic. It's a smartly directed ball.
Changement.
Stood up well to him there. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! And again!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Sneijder with getting up there! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Changement. Le numéro 7.
Annecy can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 22.
Platini. Very nicely done. Platini going face to face with his great rival. Back where it came from. It's a goal kick. Now it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal. Platin chance! He's kept it out just. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, great leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. There's a sharp little ball here. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chance for a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Changement. Le numéro 17. Pour le remplacer,
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Changement en cours.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Seedorf. Platini. Looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro gets it clear. Yamal takes a shot! And it's there! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, what can they make of this? Silvestre finding himself in space. Tries to cross. He leaps for it! Oh, good finish! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And the referee brings it to a close. Annecy did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does...
He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Nicely shaped ball. And the through ball. Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now he's got space here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
And he's worked it through. He has a look up. He's on it. Can he get away? Has to go back here. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Nesta tries to clear. Guardiola. And here's Rafinha. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read. Nice interception. Kahn. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And it's Sneijder. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Well, that looks a decent ball. Julie. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a form. He'll try from distance! Cross goes in there. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he was quick to react. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Seedorf. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Sneijder. Sneijder unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Julie. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that is expertly dealt with. That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space. Rose have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's picked it up out wide. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Annecy do have a chance to counter here. Floated through. Seedorf cuts out the pass. And it's Sneijder. Conte. That's an imaginative pass. In it comes. Kahn claims it without any fuss. Conte. Now it's Griezmann. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Now, can they get him away? And Torres! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Great chance! Goal! Goal! And it's Hall who take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Julie showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And that has put paid to that. Looking for a run-up. Sylvestre calmly and that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Annecy currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Gets us going once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. That's a nicely weighted pass. And they're quick to get it back. Didn't quite work for him. And here's Torres. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Sylvestre, can he get it through? Saliba aims beyond the defence. Kante spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Saliba gets a foot in here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Keeper's dealt with that. Annecy still this single goal behind. And he's managed to get free. Griezmann cross, he's rising! And no mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Le numéro 18.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that has been cleared.
Julie clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Saliba makes the interception. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior! Seedorf. And it's McAllister.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the through ball. He's in! Must be! Real chance! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And this is Griezmann. Oh, it's a great, decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Schneider. It's Schneider! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Changement. Le numéro 9. Fernando
So
Torres.
changes afoot here, and from both sides.
À leur place, le numéro 21. Le numéro 8. Lampard. Changement en cours.
Annecy are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Massaro. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Takes a shot! That's a little off target. Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And with that, he takes home the match ball. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Le numéro 18.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Schneider. And it's been played through. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivers with whip. Howson clears without hesitation. And this is Ibrahimovic! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
He's got 4. Oh, he's been caught on it here. No way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Claudio. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Ibrahimovic walking off with the spoils, richly deserved.
Nous vous rappelons de bien surveiller
How
vos
do you look
enfants
back on the game?